Hey beautiful people, it's Rickita. I'm back with another video. So in this video, I want to teach you guys the different types of credit cards with Capital One because Capital One have two different Capital One Platinum credit cards. Okay, so some people think that it's just one of them and it's actually two of them. And I actually saw a comment like somebody said that they got approved for $500. They don't know what people's talking about when they got approved for 200, and that's just because they got a different type of Capital One Platinum credit card. So if you guys go to capitalone.com, this is what their website is going to look like. Okay, you can get pre-qualified without a hard inquiry, get pre-approved for cards without a hard inquiry. So you can click right here and see if they can pre-approve you for any of their credit cards. So they got multiple credit cards that they can pre-approve you for. So if you just want to see if you can get into any of the Capital One credit cards, maybe you wanted to get it secured, but you just want to see if maybe you can get an unsecured one, check this out right here because this may be what you need to look into. Okay, so they'll let you know if they can actually pre-approve you for any of their credit cards. You see they have their credit cards listed here. They'll ask you like what kind of credit cards you want. Picking one of these is not going to make them not give you another option. You might say you want one for cash back, but if you don't have the correct credit, they're going to show you some credit building cards. Okay, or you may say you want travel, and maybe they'll give you your travel credit cards, but find out which credit cards you want. And new card member offer, look at these different credit cards and then click next, or you can just skip this altogether because again they're going to just pre-qualify you for whatever credit card that they have, and it's not going to be a hard inquiry. Only time it's going to be a hard inquiry is if they say, hey, we pre-approve you for the Quicksilver rewards, and you're like, oh, perfect, and you accept that. Once you accept it and you put the rest of your information in, that means you're allowing them to do a hard inquiry, and they're going to do a hard inquiry on all three credit bureaus. Okay, but I would suggest you all go there first. Okay, because Capital One Platinum credit card to me is a very beginner credit card, and some people get that just because they don't know any other credit card. But I still would like for you guys to try to get other credit cards. So I will tell you guys to hover over this credit. You see where it says credit cards? Go ahead and hover over here, and you will see the credit building cards. This is where you're going to see those two cards that I just told you about, the Capital One Platinum Secure and just the Capital One Platinum. Okay, you'll be able to see it there. So let's go ahead and click on that. Now, with these credit cards, you might get an offer in the mail. So I'm going to show you guys right after this on how to get offers in the mail and where to submit those offers, because you may get an offer about the Capital One Platinum. And if you got an offer, then I would rather you submit that in and try to see if you will be able to get a credit card that way. So here it is right here. So this is the Capital One Platinum Secure credit card. That's for rebuilding your credit. And then just a Platinum MasterCard. And that's for fair credit. This one right here, you may start off with a $500 limit. But this one right here, you're going to usually start off with a $200 limit, and you have to put a deposit down because it's a secured credit card. At first, they already had the Quicksilver, just a regular Quicksilver, and then they end up getting a Quicksilver secured. So they're putting new credit cards out there, you all. So sometimes people may say, oh, I got the Capital One Platinum, but you're really not going to know the difference just looking at the credit cards, whether it's secured or unsecured. You're going to know it based off of if you had to put a deposit down. Okay, so that's why I tell people, again, hover on this over this credit cards right here, hover over here, and then see if you're pre-approved. See if you're going to be pre-approved for a credit card, because they may have better offers than these. Now, they don't have an annual fee on either of these credit cards. You don't have any rewards either. You have the same APR. The only difference is that one of them you have to put a security deposit down, and the other one you don't. If you guys have to put a security deposit down, don't feel no type of way about that. Put that deposit down on it. All that means is that you're in the process of building your credit. That's all that means. You can pass up somebody that get this card, but they're not building their credit. They're not actively getting credit cards. So don't care about where you're starting. Just start, okay? Now, let me talk to you guys about this Platinum Secure, because it's one thing I do want to point out. Actually, two things that I do want to point out about this Platinum Secure. So you can go ahead and click on any of these credit cards, and it will tell you a little bit more about the credit card that you're looking into. Now, this one, you have to put a deposit down. They're going to start you off with a $200 limit, but depending on your credit, they may tell you put $49 down, And my computer is very slow with loading right now, but they may tell you to put $49 down. They may tell you to put $99 down, or they may tell you to put the full $200 down on this secure credit card. So again, that's going to be based off of your credit. And here you see it right here, 49, 99, 200. They'll let you know how much they want you to put down on this one. They say this one is going to graduate, and if it graduates, you're going to go to that regular one I showed you, the unsecured one where you don't have to put a deposit down. That's the one you're going to go to. Some people say it did graduate for them. Some people say it didn't. That means that in about 6 months, so they say in as little as 6 months, they're going to give you back your deposit, and they're going to increase your limit on that credit card. And you're going to now have just the regular Capital One Platinum MasterCard, just not the secure one, okay? And both of them report to all 3 credit bureaus, but that's just something I definitely want to let you guys know, that this one has a possibility of turning into that regular Capital One Platinum credit card. So hopefully you guys will be able to get that regular Capital One Platinum. But again, that's going to come from making sure that you all are paying your bill on time with Capital One. I have seen people file for bankruptcy and still got the Capital One credit card. So if you guys filed for bankruptcy in the past, still check to see. My new motto is, even if I'm scared, I still do it anyway. If I don't know, I still do it anyway. All these credit cards can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. I recently applied for a credit card and I got approved, right? I got approved for $9,000, and I was like, ooh, should I apply for another one? And I was like, no, I shouldn't apply for another one. I was just being nervous, and it's like, do it. But my motto is, I can be nervous all I want. I'm going to still try. And it's a pre-qualification with no hard inquiry. It's, so I went and actually applied for it. And I got approved. So I want you guys to do the same thing. I want you guys to hover right over the credit cards right here on their website. And I want you to go right here, see if you're pre-approved. They'll let you know if they're going to pre-approve you for a credit card. Don't overthink it. They're going to tell you yes or no. If they say no, it's so many other credit cards out there. You go to the credit card that say yes to you, but make sure they don't have a crazy annual fee. That's the rule. They have a large annual fee, then you walk away from that card, okay? Because that one's just going to mess up your credit, and you paying a lot of money for that credit card for no reason. But try to see if you can get pre-approved for one, and you can just get that and just go straight to the application, okay? Now, other thing I want to show you is you can actually get these offers in the mails. I want you to look up Factor Trust. You can just Google it, or look up some of my older videos about the shopping cart trick. We had to do the Factor Trust to get the shopping cart trick to work, where you'll get pop-ups saying you pre-approved for a credit card, and all you have to do is just put in a little bit of your information, and they send you a credit card, and that helps people build their credit, okay? Some people are still doing that, but you also got offers from so many other credit cards, and you probably got a mail-in offer. So you can click right here where it says redeem a mail offer. Go ahead and click right there and put your information in, because you may have gotten approved for it and you just want to go straight to the application. I suggest you do that mail-in offer because they already know you. Go ahead and put your reservation number in and your access code in, click next step. And again, if you did not receive the offer, you could click right here, see if you're pre-approved. That won't hurt either, okay? But if you got that mail-in offer, please put your information in, because it's going to make it easier for you all to get approved for credit cards. So I suggest that you guys put your information in here, do your reservation number, and then do your access code, because when you do that, then they'll let you know whether or not you're approved for that credit card. They'll let you go ahead and do that application for, because you already did the pre-approval. When they sent you the offer, they already pre-qualified you for it, okay? But that's the Capital One credit cards. Those are 2 different credit cards that they have. Please schedule a call with me if you have any questions. You need me to help you get approved for some credit cards, or maybe you need to remove some accounts. Get the free dispute letters here, and also have my membership where I can actually help you all build your credit profile up and help you remove those negative accounts. As long as you're a member, you don't have to pay for us to do disputes for you. We'll do it for free. And the membership actually teach you how to do it yourself. You get all the letters there for free. So please check that out. And if you guys have any questions, again, schedule a call with me. I'll be happy to get on the phone with you and answer any questions that you guys have. I'll see you guys in the next